So 382 today we're talking about some standouts in yesterday's matchup between Pittsburgh and St. Louis, a game where Pittsburgh ended up they did a great job of being able to control, and they ended up it was a close game for a majority of it, but then Pittsburgh exploded mainly in the third period, and then they were able to run away with a 6-3 win. I thought St. Louis played well. They were playing catch up for most of the game, which is a little bit of a problem, but they had some guys who were noticeable. And some guys who had a slow start to the year, but now are starting to heat up a little bit more. Speaking of Dylan Holloway and Jordan Kyrou and those type of guys, and Jimmy Snuggerud's been effective for them the whole year thus far, and so on and so forth. So, a couple guys, their skill guys up front are starting to produce now, which is a good sign for St. Louis to have and be able to have that more long term. And outside of that, for Pittsburgh side, Brian Russ was really effective. He had a two-goal game. He had a three-point game as well with 5 shots. So he was the best player on the ice outside of Sidney Crosby, and just was very noticeable, very flashy, and he was making a lot of plays. He was providing depth and two-way ability to the top six. So that was important for him to be able to contribute offensively. Eric Carlson had a three-point game, 3 assists, and he was making plays, moving the puck all over the ice, doing a really good. He's always been a good puck mover. That's always been a distinct quality to his game, and he's always had that. And it's just something for him where he was managing the puck really well, managing the tempo, the flow, and stuff like that. So he was taking control offensively and was showing. And Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, always guys who are going to be effective. They both had multi-point games, and Sidney Crosby just looked dynamic as always. And he's been rolling to start the year. He's over a point per game once again. No surprise there. And another surprise to me, or two, has been Justin Brazeau and Anthony Mantha. Just the ability to, I believe the line has been Malkin with Mantha and Brazeau, and those three together, it's like a big power forward line. They have some small area handling skill, especially Justin Brazeau is very underrated when it comes to small area situations and being able to control the tempo and the pace and managing that. And he just does a really good job of being able to handle the ebbs and flows and being able to drive play, drive situations. We haven't really seen this type of season from him before, but this is kind of, I don't know if this is a breakout season on the horizon for him, but it looks like he's going to get more than 40, maybe even 50 points this year. With the way that line plays, it's a really intriguing combination because you're getting three power forwards, but three power forwards that play a little bit differently. Like Mantha is different than Brazo in terms of how they play. Brazo has a little bit more small area skill. Mantha is a little bit more skilled when handling the walls and being able to handle the puck and protect the puck. Not saying Brazo isn't, but they're just a little different in terms of straight line play and east-west play. And Malkin's just a guy who can combine those two factors. So he can combine the north-south and the east-west. I think Mantha is usually more straight line-ish type player, where, I mean, at his best, he's an east-west player who can have that smaller handling skill. But Brazo has just been a surprise to me as an East-West player and a playmaking forward. He's been really noticeable and he's been making a lot of plays, a lot of high-end plays too, which is interesting to watch. And I've seen a few Pittsburgh games. I've seen some highlights and I've seen him. It feels like in every highlight, he's always popping out at you, which you didn't see in his previous teams. And again, I don't know if this is a breakout year. I don't know what kind of season this becomes for him, but it very well looks like he's going to become a very good power forward for the Penguins this season. So looks like a key free agent pickup for them as well.